up guys, it's Emily, and for today's video I'm going to do something that's kind of relatable for everyone, and it's things that people do that are annoying. So I made a list on my phone of the top 15 things that I think are real super annoying for people, and number one I would have to say is the slow Wi-Fi connection. I just can't take it. I'm just sitting here watching Netflix and all of a sudden my Wi-Fi is like saying that the connection was lost and then Netflix quits on me. It's really annoying, and I'm pretty sure y'all can relate. Slow Wi-Fi just stinks. At school, I have slow Wi-Fi all the time, which is why I have to like download all these better net apps to try and get my phone to actually connect so I can like text my friends and use my Snapchat and all those different like apps that the school blocks. Also, just like sometimes when you're out in public, you just have like no connection and like it just stinks. So slow Wi-Fi and slow connection, not my favorite. Number two would have to be when people in front of you are walking too slow. It's so annoying. Like this usually happens to me in school, but I'm just like walking through the hallway, and then like you have like couples that are like holding hands walking in front of you, or like people that are just like talking to their friends and they get like so distracted that they start walking really slow, and you're like, listen, I need to get to class, I need to go to my locker, I need to go do things. You know, people, you gotta start moving faster, because it doesn't work, you know. You try to like get around them and you like really can't, because like the hallway's not wide enough and there's too many people in the hallway, and it's like, you know, some people just really need to learn how to walk faster and stop getting distracted, because it's really annoying. Number three would have to be when people sneeze without covering their mouth. That, first of all, that's really disgusting. Pretty sure in kindergarten you learned how to sneeze and then cover your mouth. So if you're already in high school and you still don't understand how to do that, then you might be a little whack, because first of all, that's really gross. Second of all, that gets people sick, and I don't think anybody likes being sick at all. So whenever you need to sneeze, even if you're holding something or even if you're doing something, just drop whatever it is and cover your mouth. Or even if you can't cover your mouth, at least turn away from other people and sneeze on the side or something, where like all your like sneeze isn't gonna hit people, because that's gross. Next thing is when people point out every mistake you make. Like, everyone has flaws, and when people make mistakes, that's just being human. So, you know, it really like annoys me when like people are like, you know, always pointing out your mistakes all the time, and they never point out their own mistakes, or when you point out their mistakes and they get mad at you. So that's one thing that I find really annoying about people. Number five is when you're in a group project and you're the only one doing all the work. I hate when people do that, because basically they're taking advantage of you, and that's not fun. When you have to do like a 20-page essay that you're supposed to be doing with like one other person or two other people, and you're the only one doing all the writing, it isn't fun, because they're just like goofing off and on their phone and texting people, and you're there actually doing the work. And then when you get a good grade, say that you get a good grade and you get like an A, then they get the credit for doing nothing. So that's really annoying, and I wish people would stop doing that, you know? Learn to do group work. Number six, when people finish your sentences for you. And this happens a lot. Usually, like, you could be like, you know, talking with your friends and telling like a really funny or crazy story. So you're like talking, and then people just interrupt you. Like when you're in the middle, like you're so excited, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna tell this like really funny story. And you're like you're like doing the first couple sentences, and then somebody just takes over for you. Like, honey, I didn't ask you to take over for me. That was my story. If you wanted to say the story, then you should have got it. You should have got there first, because it's mine. Number seven, when people are never serious. I hate when people are literally like, they just want to joke around all the time. They just want to tease you all the time. They just want to make fun of you all the time. Like, I'm talking about like your friends and everything. Like, you know, sometimes, you know, not every single moment is the right time to be like messing around with people and teasing people. Like, you know, sometimes you actually just gotta be serious and actually have like a serious discussion. Like, some people are just like really silly, and all they want to do is like roast people all the time and like, you know, make jokes. But sometimes, like, I don't know, it annoys me sometimes when people just aren't serious. Like, you know, there's a time to be funny and there's a time to be serious, and you can't always be funny all the time. You know, sometimes you actually gotta, like, you know, talk about things without like, you know, being all giggly about it and like laughing and everything like that. So yeah. Number 8 is when people brag. I hate when people brag too much. And lots of people tend to do this. And I'm not saying that I don't do it at all. I'm pretty sure that I brag from time to time. But I'm talking about over bragging. And over bragging is just really annoying because sometimes, honestly, people don't care. So if people don't care, then really what you're bragging about is like pointless. So 9 is when people talk over you. And this kind of relates when people like finish your sentence, but you know, people who like they just like you're talking and then they just start talking and then everyone like focuses their attention on them and you're like, really? I was talking here. Like that's really, really annoying. I actually really, really hate when that happens. I can't stand people who do that. Like, it's just like when your teacher says not to talk while she's talking, you know, like just one person talk at a time, you know. Number 10, when people steal your food. Alright, so this has happened to me. Last year when I was in 8th grade, if you guys didn't know, it was my first year in high school, so I'm a 9th grader. But last year in 8th grade, I used to have a friend, and she would steal my food all the time. And it was just because, like, she didn't like to eat the cafeteria food, and I was the one that had all, like, the yummy, unhealthy snacks, like Oreos and Cheez-Its and Goldfish.
I cannot even right now. Oh my god, I remember that story.
And, like, she would just, like, come over, and she would just be like, I'm stealing your Cheez-Its. And she would just take them away from me. I was like, boy, I love Cheez-Its. Why are you taking my Cheez-Its? And it happens with every food too. Like, even if I had like a double crunch chocolate cookie that I got from like a really like fancy bakery, she would steal that too. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is my food. Leave it alone. If you want your own double fudge cookie, you go get it yourself. Okay? This one, I'm pretty sure everyone can relate to. And this is the last 5, so these are probably the most annoying out of everything that I've said so far. It's when your mom just comes in the morning to wake you up or tell you to do something, and then they leave the door open. And you know, you're all dark in your room, sleeping in the dark, and you know, you like the dark. Nobody likes to wake up to like brightness, you know, and then your mom just leaves the door open. And all the light is just coming through, going in your eyes, and like you have no privacy. Like usually people sleep with their doors shut. That's like for privacy, and you know, it's just more comfortable that way. And it's literally so annoying when like your mom or your dad just walks in and they just leave the door open. Like they don't even have the courtesy to shut it. Like it was shut before, so if you're gonna open it, then shut it when you walk out. Number 12 is when you're doing something exciting, like in your own free time, and then your parents call you to come do something. And this usually happens like when I'm watching TV, like maybe like Pretty Little Liars just came on like 2 Tuesdays ago. And like I was so hyped. I'm like, oh my god, it's Pretty Little Liars time. I literally have been waiting for this for months. And then right when the show starts, or like right when you're in the good part, your mom's like, Emily, come do the dishes. Emily, come make your bed. It's just so annoying. Like, this is my free time. Can I just like watch my show and I'll just do it later? Number 13, when the same songs play on the radio. Hello, hello, hello. Over and over and over again. It's so annoying. I mean, I know that they're the top hits, but if they keep playing Hello by Adele over and over and over, isn't that going to be annoying? I mean, you probably like memorize the lyrics after like the song playing like 3 times. Like the radios, they don't know what they're doing. They just keep playing the songs over and over again, and I find that extremely annoying. That's why usually I just get on my phone, use the aux cable, and play like my own songs. At least I know that Hello by Adele isn't gonna play 5 times in 1 hour. Number 14, when people are mean for no reason. Like, I hate those people that you're trying to be nice to them, or you've been like, you know, really, really, really nice to them, and then they're just like being mean to you for no reason, you know? Like, that's so annoying because it's like, wait, what did I do to you exactly? I mean, like, if you got something to say, honey, you say it in my face, because, you know, how am I supposed to know why you're like being mean to me? Like, if I did something, then you tell me, you know? Don't just like, I hate when people leave you guessing like that. Like, it's just so annoying. Like, be nice to people. Even if you don't like them, just be nice, because being mean it's really old. Like, it's just really, really old, and that basically proves that you're still immature if you're being mean to people for no exact reason. I mean, if somebody did something to you that was really bad, I could understand that, but if you're just being mean to someone for no reason, you should probably stop, because it's just not nice, and I'm pretty sure the other person doesn't feel good either about it. So, and number 15 is when people don't listen. When you ask someone to do something and they just don't listen, like, or people like that get distracted too easily, like you're trying to tell them to do something and they just don't listen. That's probably one of the most annoyingest things for me that people do. So, you know what? I mean, I guess I can't change that about people, but I just find it annoying when people, you keep telling them to do it and they don't listen at all. So yeah. Anyways, those are like the top 15 things that I find super, super annoying about people and what they do in general. If you guys could please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. It may not seem like it helps at all, but it actually does. So give it a thumbs up. I'll wait for you right now. I'll wait. Did you give it a thumbs up? Alright, great. So yeah, that's the end of the video. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want, if anybody or any of your friends are looking for a cool channel, you know, to look at, then send them over to my channel. Also guys, don't hesitate to comment down below things that you want to see, because what you want to see, I can do. Yeah, that's it. So, bye.